Today on Drinks with Diablo, we're gonna show you how to make Skittles Vodka. Welcome back to Drinks with Diablo. This is your host, Johnny Diablo, and today I'm gonna show you how to make Skittles Vodka. First, you're gonna need 5 bottles of vodka. I got the big size, the 750 milliliters. And of course, you're gonna need some bags of Skittles. I got like 4 big bags of Skittles because we're doing the big bottles. You're going to need 10 Skittles per ounce of vodka. And the next thing that we're going to do is separate Skittles better than this. You're going to want to separate them by color. I got about 4 big bags here of Skittles. So yeah, that should be enough to start with. For the 750 milliliter size, the standard size bottle, that's about 250 Skittles. I counted them out one by one, and here's a cool thing. 250 Skittles ends up being a little more than 1 cup. So once you get the colors separated, it's about 1 cup plus a little tiny bit more of vodka and the same amount of Skittles. Separate them out. I counted 1 batch and then I measured the rest. On this particular bottle, it's about like that much. So you just put the Skittles in, let it set for a day. Should have brought a funnel. You're gonna need a funnel later on in the process. So as you can see, Skittles take up a lot of the volume. I saved the extra vodka that I poured out to make room for the Skittles to the side, and we're going to use that later as well. Now what you do at this stage is just give it a hefty shake. You can already see that it's starting to dissolve. You can see right away the candy color is going to start melting off, and it's going to be the white chunks of candy underneath. Well, by morning, 24 hours from now, it's just going to be goopy, syrupy mess, and we're going to need to filter what's left. There's going to be white chunks of the remaining candy left over, and we're going to need to filter that. So that's the next step. Let these sit overnight, give it a shake every couple hours or so, and then we're going to come back and filter it. So, 24 hours later, you can see that the candy is completely dissolved. I don't know how to put it. It's like foamy. It's a foamy mess. So we got to filter all this foam off the top of the Skittles vodka before we can use it for drinking purposes. So the next step is filtering. There's lots of ways to do it. I know Derek Schomer, he used an AeroPress. Amy said use a Brita coffee filter. I just got a gigantic ass mason jar and a bunch of cheesecloth, so that's how we're going to do this. So basically we're just going to pour it through the cheesecloth. I bought like 3 packs, or I bought 6 yards of cheesecloth. I don't even know if that's going to be enough. We're going to find out though. One note, I did read somewhere that the orange and green take an extra long time to filter for some reason, so I don't know. Hopefully this will be enough. Pour, pour, pour. Might be like a double, triple filtration process. We're going to find out. Okay, so that's one filter. I think I will rinse the bottle. It's like a skittly foam. Whole bunch of it. As you can see, and that's just off the first filtration. Better. There we go. No like white chunks, but just it's kind of like
the syrup and stuff.
Yeah, that's like candy junk right there, man. It's like, Just think, 4 more bottles after this.
Yeah.
As this strains out, rinse like each container as you go through them. You know, we rinse the bottle, rinse this, rinse the pitcher, and then I'm going to use the pitcher to pour it back in the bottle. I think this one we strained 4 times. Red, I think like 3. There's still like a light layer of candy, but this one I think is mostly, there's a light layer. There's a really light layer of like candy on top. What can you do? There you go. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Just telling you. Yeah, just like so. And then just scoop the last of the film with a little strainer. This is about the cheapest way that I found. I bought 6 yards of cheesecloth, so that was about $8. I really didn't need the big ass mason jar, but I bought it anyway. I wasn't thinking. If you have 2 pitchers, you should do fine. You got coffee filters and a little tiny hand strainer. You should be fine, and you should be able to do this. And the Skittles, I had to buy 4 big bags, and that's only because I bought fifths of vodka. Hey, did you know why we call like a 750 milliliter a fifth? It's because the old measurement was 1/5 of a gallon or 4/5 of a quart. I read that on Wikipedia. That's right. You know what? I wonder if I just do this. Wait a minute. Are we still recording? Is it still going? Is it still going? Probably?
Yeah.
Okay. I could just do that. Shit. So smart.
Stop Gator eating his head with the Oreo. Nom 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 nom. Eat your Oreo.
Aha! Coffee filter inside the strainer. Now it's a one-person job. Woo! Amy came up with an even better idea for this last little strain. Get a French press, a coffee press. And that filter is really fine. So we just filter it out. I'm going to rinse this. Rinse it out. That little filter. Let it filter all the crud. Let's see how much it filters. Yeah, got some of it. If you do that a couple times, it might work. Just keep rinsing. Just keep rinsing. Yeah, got a bit of it. It's not too bad. Just keep doing that, and you get it nice and clear. That's actually pretty clear. Just keep going. This actually turned out to be almost like the best way of getting like the last of the candy film off the top of the Skittles Vodka. And my fingers like have been turning colors. See? There's a bunch like right in there. That's actually pretty clear. It's actually not bad.
I did go through that strainer first because I just think that that's going to pull more of it out. If you use, I wonder if you use a coffee filter to help pull the oils out.
The coffee filter actually it would work for a minute and then it would just bog down. And it wouldn't go any farther.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you wrap the bottom of that with a coffee filter.
It's actually working pretty good.
It's working good like this. That's actually way clear compared to what it was. That's pretty clear. So I think that's the way to finish these out. So I think that's what we're going to do. This part is sticky. So the last step is we're going to add back the vodka that we took out in the very first step from the vodka bottles and make these kind of even out. And that'll be that. So we just add back. So we just keep adding, adding, adding. That green one was the hardest to filter.
Mm-hmm.
Green apple.
Oh.
Oh, dang. Oh, shit. Catastrophe. So, we lost a little bit of vodka, but not very much. And I think that was just from straining, but it's mostly all there. vodka. Now, after you've gone through all that, you know what to do. Subscribe to our channel. You will find how to make drinks, how to make the best cocktails, and how to make Skittles Vodka. Now tell me what time it is, my people! Happy drinking! Alright, and the next thing we're going to do...
Pop off the top.
Skittles Vodka, next step. Okay, so for the very last stage, we're taking...
John.
Huh.
Cut.
Why? So, but there's like the last little bit of the candy film on top. I just scoop it off with a strainer. So that's that. So anyway, yeah, that's the last step. It's 2-person. So that is a 2-person job.